Oh yeah,
Just, you know.
I'll post it on your page.
Perfect.
Give you a
Yeah.
link. Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, HTR on air, which stands for Hutch's Tap Room on Air.
Love it.
I got a special treat today. I have a friend of mine that I've known for, oh hell, how long has it been? At least 20, 25 years?
20, 25 years.
Max Murdok and his buddy Claudio.
Shock rock sensation liver.
How you doing?
That's Claudio. There's Max looking at you.
You sound very beautiful when you talk with your deep voice. Keep doing that. It's Albie's birthday. You're looking very good.
Happy birthday, Albie.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday to you.
You fuckers.
We can't sing the song since it's copyrighted
Yeah, it's
now.
copyrighted, so.
Oh, you can hum a few bars.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to fart in the mic?
Yeah, well, as long as you clean it off.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, man.
Are you done?
That was my intro music.
I pity the next guy.
He talks as much out of his ass than he does out of his face.
Hey, listen, we are one of the few bands that actually lowered the mic stand to our asses and did a whole song, Techno Fart, with just our asses.
So you dropped the mic before anyone else.
We were
did.
dropping.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, we had a specific mic labeled fart mic just so nobody would, sing into it.
I still got it.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's got a stain on
I was
it.
gonna say, is that the green fuzzy one?
Well, talk about your band a little bit, guys. I'm not going to do the intro. You guys got to roll with it.
Me and this guy here, we were in serious bands at, in the 80s, trying to be like, everybody else at that time, being in a rock band, and we had people that were just like, and I understand where they're coming from, but they were just too serious. Like, rock and roll's fun. And it's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have a good time. And yeah, you gotta think it through and be business-like, to get your gigs and whatever, but
That's why you have a manager.
yeah, and it wasn't fun. It was, we're doing silly bubblegum pop rock and roll, and
Now, I've listened to a lot of your stuff, and
Yeah.
nobody's going to really, unless I can kind of put it into layman terms, but I'm going to say kind of a fusion between Zappa and Weird Al Yankovic.
I'll take that. I'll take that, a little sprinkle of Spinal Tap.
Yeah, a little Spinal Tap, little
Yeah.
some heavy riffs in there, but I mean the comedy and
Yeah, well,
debauchery.
I mean, we didn't come
Yeah,
up
it's childish.
We didn't come up with
Childish.
the name, actually, even Liver. I was working at a record store, and we had an album called Piping Hot Liver. And these surfer punk kids would come in and ask if I had a copy of the Liver tape. That's all they knew it as, is the Liver tape. And I went back to him and I said, that's actually a pretty good name for a band. He said,
Now, is it just Liver or is it Liver Sucks?
yeah, it's just Liver. But it's funny that we get the name from the surfer punk kids that just kind of happened, and then he says it should be an acronym for something. I was like, oh yeah, loud. And he goes irritating. I think we said vulgar at the same time, and then just extremely rude. So it fell together, and then we had a name. So that was the birth of the name. It wasn't even ours. I mean, we really didn't. We fell into it, and so we stopped doing. I mean, we were really close. We had connections with Tony Bon Jovi, and I think the guys in the band were just like anxiety took over. We wanted to impress them and wanted to do the best we could. And I suck as a singer. And I'm the singer, and we had like 3 minutes to prepare for, we wrote a song like that night before going into the Power Station recording studio, only the, greatest recording studio in Manhattan in the 80s. Anybody recorded there. And Tony gave us some studio time, and we went in there and, I'll take the name. We blew it, but I blew it because, wasn't prepared. I didn't know the song. I was a terrible singer. And these guys were devastated. And I was just thinking, well, pick yourself up and keep going, And at the meantime, he was in a band, and it was just too much. It was him and Jeff, the third member, the third stooge of Liver. It was like a job. Wouldn't you say it was like a job? It made it feel like a job instead of having fun. It's not rock if you're going to work. You know what I mean? So these guys were doing these recordings. They were calling themselves, what was it, Ghetto Boys, or was it?
No,
Ghetto
it was the
Boys.
Ghetto Bastards.
Ghetto Bastards.
It's better.
Yeah,
And then it was like the Festering Cowboys. And,
right.
And we were just using this 4-track cassette
Okay, yeah.
in Jeff's apartment, and he's there playing his drums, an entire drum set in this little tiny apartment in Wildwood.
Most amazing drummer you'd ever want to hear. I know everybody says it about their friend or whatever. Literally, this guy.
Yeah, and he kept getting complaints
Crazy.
about the drum playing. So for the second one, we moved the drums to my parents' barn and recorded them there, and then brought back the second album called Nasal Intercourse.
Yes. Yes. And so what we do is, and I heard what they were doing, and I was like, oh, I got to get in on this. This is so much fun. This was what I was looking for from the band that I wasn't getting at the time, was the fun, you know. So what we would do is record everything slow, so when you played it back, all the voices sound like chipmunks, which to us made it even.
Yeah, that
Twice as
that
long.
was kind of our Ween stage. Remember
Yeah.
the band Ween?
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Yeah, Ween.
Wiener.
Always
I
did
know
that.
Wiener.
No, just Ween.
Ween.
But then we went to Florida, you know, to go to school, and we made friends with the director of the audio program at Full Sail. And he said, I'll bring you in the studio. The only thing is, I want you to keep a beat, and we're going to slow it down. And we're not going to do this sped up vocal thing or whatever. And we were a little apprehensive about it at first. But we said, let's see what I can do, or what we can do. And I think after we finished that album, we were the exit intro. We wrote, took one of our songs and just changed the lyrics a little bit for one of the most popular talk radio shows in Orlando at the time, Russ and Bo, it was
Yeah.
called. And they played us every day. They brought us on for interviews. Next thing I know, with the internet, we got a girl who dedicated, what was her name? Laura, NetX Laura, or something like that. She did this whole spread with, we sent her a CD, and she's naked with the CD, you know, between her cans, and, you know, did a whole thing of her naked, the whole thing around Liver. And then a guy found us from Oslo, Norway, Kurt, and
Kurt.
he did a metal show, and next thing I know, it was like
High
96
voltage.
or something like that, 96 or 97. We were like the third most requested song in Oslo, in Norway.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I love your stuff.
I mean, it was
Stuff's great.
crazy. It was, and the song was Potpourri of Ass.
No, I don't know that one. I think I've listened to a lot of your
Look up
Liver
Well,
Potpourri
tapes.
of
the,
Ass.
the great
Potpourri
thing
of
was
Ass.
he recorded the debut of it when he first played it, and he sent us the recording of the broadcast.
Right.
And it's just so liver,
But then, like, right before
potpourri
Chef.
of ass.
right before he started playing it, he goes in the Norwegian accent, "You guys really stink." It's perfect. And then on comes the song, and then we took it from there. But yeah, in the early '90s or late '90s, we were taking full advantage of the internet thing and getting a lot of exposure. I used to drive around and liver on my license plate. And, yeah, things were kind of cool. I mean, it was a good time. Good time for a liver to be alive.
How's your birthday going?
Yeah,
You know, it's getting better and better, and we have a little audience there.
Yeah,
It's my
kinda nice to
brother,
get a little, is that your brother?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Max Murdoch.
Mom told me.
Good.
She said that guy from Colorado. I said,
Buddy Claudio. They brought me to Frankenstein.
How's
They
it
were talking
going?
about. See,
Yeah, we said we'd give him a little head for his birthday. So we ended up giving him a big head.
That's the only head we'll give him.
That's it. That's all he's getting.
it's green. It's green. I'll take it.
it's how
Oh, yeah, perfect.
It's green.
It's green.
Got some hardware on the side, some bolts.
There you go. So
Something
anyway, yeah,
something to grab
that's
onto.
basically the liver story, the birth of liver. We just kept falling into different situations, and the director of the audio program ended up becoming our roommate when we started working there. So it's just crazy how things. So we always had studio time, and he got better at audio engineering and started teaching there, doing audio engineering, and ended up spending 18 years there. Yeah, so good stuff. We had a good time.
Oh, I've known you, Max. What is it? 20 years
At
plus.
least.
We met on. I met Max on MySpace.
Yep.
And then
I love how you just did a search for a Murdoch.
Well, that's just it. I have a. Max is his stage name.
Yes.
I don't know how to spell it. And I have a couple of alt-right egos online also. One is Stag Murdok.
Which is great.
So,
I love that.
So I did a search on MySpace for fellow Murdochs, and I run into Max Murdoch. So I sent him a request, and we became friends. And then I went to Facebook first, and I remember when he went to Facebook.
Right.
And I became one of his friends, first friends on
one of my
Facebook.
first friends in there, yeah.
And we've just known each other for
It's
forever.
crazy, you know. Yeah, I was just
And
talking to your
Max,
husband
I
about
got to tell you,
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first time we met. It's been 20 years, but I've been with you through all your stays in the
this. On
hospital,
the hospital stage.
all your failed relationships,
Certainly.
all your ups and downs in
Yeah,
life. I feel like I've known you my whole life.
I know.
This is the first time
and
I've
it should
met
be
you.
totally comfortable. It's like not meeting you for the first time.
Right.
It's like just coming back, haven't seen you in a while.
Right.
So it is kind of cool. That is extremely cool.
Right. This is I hope this isn't the last time we
No, God,
Now we're only 4 hours away.
4 hours
No,
away.
yeah.
I mean, shit.
meet halfway or something.
Meet halfway. Yeah, I have no problem coming out here, especially like in the fall or whatever.
Let's go reenact Gettysburg.
We can go reenact Gettysburg. We run around the
No,
mountain.
we're more near Fort Necessity.
Oh, okay.
So
And what's the native Indian tribe here in the area? Because down that road there seemed to be was the Fagarwis. Because that's what I was down that road there.
maybe, and I don't know really.
Because I was driving down that road and
You
I
got
kept
me.
wanting to say him.
I don't expose my ignorance, but I have
Oh
a couple.
no!
I have a couple of friends here that
could.
could.
Fagarwis? Seriously, I thought they would be really big in this area.
Oh, you mean the fucky tubes?
No, the Fagarwis, because that's what I said was driving down that dirt road or whatever it was. I said, where the fuck are we? And
Oh, my cousin Stephanie,
Yes.
who is here for a surprise birthday wishes for me. She came in.
Yes.
Now she's
Yeah, we love you.
Oh,
and we got
this
to
is-
meet liver
she's giving me
she's
some.
gonna have liver.
in the balls. Actually, need
She
I
wants
got
some
that.
liver.
I have that song up
She
there. I
does
can play
want
it
some
for you.
liver in the balls.
And
Yeah.
speaking of that, if you kind of got me in a prototype video, a little piece of a corner, but
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
supposed to be.
Yes, King
I'm
Ball
supposed
Kicker.
to be KBK, King Ball Kicker.
Yes.
King Ball Kicker.
Yeah, we wanted you to have, like this dark, overcoat and hat and, be walking around kicking people in the balls.
I think
Not very much
I
fun.
think I was born to play that. I mean, if there's a role that was
Well, we still haven't done a video for it, so anytime you feel the urge,
well, if you stick around after have a couple more drinks here, I might just
Start kicking
pick out a random customer and you can do it live.
live ball kicking. I'm in for that.
You might
Not
have
my
to
balls.
you might have to study up on your method
Yeah.
acting so
Yeah.
that you can really get into the part
You want to have
and
good
cause a
technique.
real injury. you know?
Claudio, I have been playing this part. I'm 56 today. At least for 54 years, I've been KBK.
Oh, awesome! So you got it. Yeah, just be natural. Do your thing.
And I think you saw Keith. I think Keith is a natural for a video, and the guy that was outside.
Yeah.
And even Teddy, the big brute, the 16-year-old brute.
That kid is enormous. That is the biggest 16-year-old kid I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's a big dude.
Yeah.
I met him when he was 14, and then
And only 300
then his
pounds
mother
at the time.
then his mother asked me if I would give him a job. I was like, okay. And in the past 6 months, he went from an above average size kid to it's like the gamma radiation let loose. And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, he is definitely. If he was a little greener, he'd definitely be the Hulk. Yeah. I would make him do that. Just make him come in and put green shit on him when he works. Not
Yeah.
say anything. Just do like the Hulk works.
I'll wait till it's Christmas time. He could actually wear the Frankenstein head. And that would be perfect.
I snorted. So there you
Been
go.
living with pugs too long.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're
So-
they're traveling with
Yeah,
3 pugs and a.
stinking up the Jeep.
And what's your dog, Claudio?
I call him a Jackson because he's half Jack Russell and half Dachshund.
Oh, okay. That's better than a.
We have a Jack Russell.
What else? Jack. Well, who cares?
Who cares?
I've had too many vodkas to start doing those kind of word games. I'm just loving already. My birthday's already turning up to be one of the best birthdays I ever
Oh,
had.
that's awesome. We're
Yeah.
very humbled by
Sweet.
that. And the steak. Cannot
Yeah.
thank you enough.
Yeah, I
for that.
made these guys a
Man.
steak dinner. Come on,
Oh,
give me
yeah.
a plug for the
Oh,
steak
I'm
dinners.
telling you, I
Oh.
will never have a steak that even comes close to that steak that this guy made. This is,
Especially free.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
I
give
mean-
you that.
I mean-
It feels
Hey.
my Jewishness.
I mean,
you know,
that was like a Jew steak,
oh
man.
man.
He Jewed me out of a couple
Now
steak
listen,
dinners.
nobody out there, you're not getting free steak. So.
Well, you know what the
You, but-
you know what the Jewish dilemma is, right?
Uh-oh.
Free pork.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a bad Jew. I'll eat bacon all day long. I'm like Jesus Jewish. I'm real bad. Oh yeah. Yeah. Can you really see me going down the temple? You know what I mean?
No,
yeah.
no.
If I did wear a yarmulke, it would have a propeller. So they're not.
Well,
gonna
you
let
should
me
do
in.
that.
I know. I don't know if they let me in.
Well,
You
see,
know.
I thought you were going to get me to go through the temple and start like kicking the money lenders in the balls.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh,
I like
there you go.
that. Yeah, some ball kicking with purpose and sending.
Right,
messages.
right.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah,
We
run
can-
into a
We
bank.
can make it like a
Political
little drummer
statements
boy, a rumpa pum pum, just have
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, heck yeah.
Rumpa pum pummel.
But all of our songs have been, like that, where they're just in your face. There's no hidden message or anything. It just comes right out and says, "You got to kick you in the balls."
Yeah, and that's what draws me to your music.
Music with quotations is,
Yeah, these days I've been a lot more violent in the
Yeah.
lyrics. I always was, but
Well, you
It's
had
a
lot
little
of
more now,
inspiration. You had a
but
lot of
there's-
inspiration to be a little
it's
bit
just
more.
because everybody's so touchy these days.
You
You
I
can't
just
even make
have
fun of
to-
yourself anymore.
No.
I mean, you can if I want to make fun of myself on my own podcast, I'll probably get censored.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
There
Yeah.
was I just was hearing on the news when I was driving that a guy actually got arrested for doing this.
For
Doing
making
this
a
at his neighbor. Yeah, just doing that gesture at his neighbor. He got arrested. This is so freaking crazy.
It's a
now.
sign of the
I'm
times.
telling you, my finger wasn't loaded.
You guys are, I'm going to set up so I can do a remote podcast for you guys. I haven't
Yeah, we
done
gotta
that yet.
do that. We
But
definitely
all I
do.
need to
Oh,
do is
yeah.
get a webcam because we talked about that before.
Yeah, we talked about that before. It was
Yeah.
just in the middle of getting ready to move and everything like that. So once we get established, oh hell yeah!
But
No,
I,
you can count us in
I
on
think
that.
this. What do you guys think, Steph? You think we could have a good podcast on YouTube? I already have everything
Yeah.
set up. Yeah, I think we got the whole rapport going.
Definitely.
I'm talking to my
There's
cousin in
some
the
good
audience. I
positive
think.
energy going on here.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's
Like
Even
fun.
from this guy.
Not
Yeah.
so much from him. On
No.
the side of the table. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh no, I agree. I'm the
No,
bad
all
aura
three of you.
in
This
this
is
Yeah.
room.
It was funny. Albie pointed out that he's kind of like we're like Penn and Teller. I'm like the blah, 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 constantly,
These two.
and this one's always silent.
That's
and,
true.
And
Well, I can't get a word
But
in.
you're full of
I mean, when
knowledge.
he starts talking,
go,
there's
yeah.
nobody that's going to interrupt him.
no,
You know what though? He has good hair.
that's it. Yes,
He has good hair.
yes. Especially the lady that wanted to clean our house, the little
Oh, yeah.
meth head Mary.
Meth head Mary, she really.
She
Yeah.
couldn't get. She was driving down the road. I think she almost did a.
She did a donut to come back.
She did a donut to come back, and she was
Trying to
going.
braid your hair.
I'll clean the house if you guys remove it. And it's just, he's
And
just,
she's like, oh, I got someone who wants to meet you.
yeah. And that's exactly the voice. He's not exaggerating. That's the voice. And she was twitchy and scary. I literally hid behind my Jeep. Usually I confront people like that because we're like bug lights. The weirdos out there, they just come to us. The weirdo mosquito population finds us.
I've
Nope.
always referred to myself as a weirdness magnet, so it must be a
Yep.
Murdoch thing.
I think it must be.
The freak
Yeah.
magnet.
This guy, he was telling the park story when you were seeing a guy way across the other side of the park.
Oh, in Savannah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Savannah, Georgia. It's all quartered off with parks. So there's like a square, and you go a couple streets more. There's another square, and they're big squares. It's like a park. And
It's like a park.
Yeah,
Okay, square.
yeah, a square park.
So we're saying it's a square park. We've established
Only some of them aren't square.
this is true. But this one
Some of them
happens to
are round.
be a square park.
So anyway, I'm walking there with my girlfriend, right? And I see a bum all the way across the other side of the park.
don't know how to use bum anymore.
No, he's a
it's
bum.
politically
Scum,
correct.
homeless
They're still
scumbag.
bums.
Is bum okay?
No. If
Bums
you,
are still.
Bum
yeah,
is
Bums
good?
are still.
if they beg money off of you.
A transient person, a
Transient.
No,
Trans.
no.
Say transient.
No, if they try to
Too
get
close to
money off of you, they're a bum.
That was my point.
Okay, so
A transgender transient.
there you go.
A transient.
Wow. We're creating history right here.
You know what that's called when you get that sex change. It's called remembering.
You know, remember. Yeah. When you gotta explain it,
Remember.
You know what I
Remembering.
told you?
It depends which way you're going.
Remembered.
Yeah. You know, also, you know how people are bleaching their buttholes now? Yeah, I call that changing your ringtone.
Oh.
Yeah. I know. It takes a minute, and then you go, it's a ring, and
That's
yeah,
too
it's-
pink sock.
You got to think through it, and you're
Pink
like,
sock,
Pink
pink sock
sock.
forward.
yeah, yeah. Then you realize you're spending way too much time
I need
thinking
to hear
through
about the park
a
situation.
butthole bleaching.
Huh?
I need to hear about the park.
Oh, the rest of the park.
The
Yeah,
rest
I
of the
forgot. The
Now
square
the
part.
rest of the park.
The square one.
Square part, not round.
Yeah. So we see this bum all the way. I'm going to call him a bum.
Okay.
All the way across the park, and I said to him, I just went, ah. And my girlfriend was
Damn
like,
bum.
she was like, what? And I was like, that guy's gonna want money from me. And she goes, he's all the way over there. Next thing I know, he screams from the other side of the park, yo! And starts running over. And he runs over to me and goes, you got any money? And I'm like,
Because obviously we look like guys, you know, that have tons of money, you know.
But you look friendly.
I guess that's what
Soft
I don't know.
touch.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a
Kind of
bum.
cuddly.
I had a bum follow me to the parking lot when I was carrying one of my passed out drunk friends to the car. I was carrying him, and and this bum kept
Well, I
coming
don't
up to
get
me
it.
saying, "You got any change?" I'm like, "No, I don't have any money." And he goes, "Oh, come on, man, just a little bit of change." I'm like, "I don't have any money." And I get to the car, and he's still there. And I was like, dude, you're going about this bum thing all wrong. If I tell you I don't have any money, you go on to the next person. It should be in the manual.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
should
hit
be.
the next guy up.
Well, he always says, you know why he keeps his hair like that?
Yeah, the homeless look.
So if he ends up homeless, he won't look like the new guy.
Yeah.
What
People
do
will
they
be
say?
like,
Act like you've been there before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
yeah. All the other bums will be like, don't mess with him. He's been around the block.
He's been around here for a while. In Denver, and I wish this was a goof, but I'm telling the truth, is the bums used to be able to get out of it if you said, no, I don't carry cash. They'll have phones with the PayPal slider on them.
You get out.
Yeah.
No.
The
Yeah.
swear.
Swear to
Yeah,
God.
Boy Scouts have them too.
Yeah, the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, when they're there.
For
Oh,
cookies.
I got a great bum story from Denver.
Oh,
Love those Denver bums.
oh yeah.
I was at a red light and a bum came up to me from a bank and said, "You got any money?" And I was like, "No, but I just bought a fresh pack of cigarettes. If you want a cigarette." And he goes, "We don't smoke." He got really insulted and just walked away. I was like,
Well, now you know what to do next time one comes along.
Trying to be nice to the bums.
"I'm just like, you're homeless. What do you got to lose?
No,
Smoke."
What? No Nicorette gum? No vapes? What?
Yeah, it's just the attitude, though. We don't smoke.
Yeah, no.
All right, well, fuck you then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Even if you go up to like Boulder, Boulder is on another planet, literally. I mean, it is. The bums are like,
High class.
yeah, they look like
Hey,
they're
watch
better
your
off than
language.
me.
Yeah, we gotta censor
We
ourselves.
like to call them hipsters.
Oh, yeah, that's what they are.
Oh God. Oh, I can't stand it.
That's all they are. They're just bums.
And Boulder's weird. Like when you move there, they'll give you, I think, a free Subaru.
And a clip-on man
That's all
bun.
they yeah, and a clip-on man bun. It looks like one of those shower things, you know.
A Forester or one of those old brats.
Yeah.
Those were cool. They had the
Brats
seats in the
were cool.
back.
No, I think the Outback is the most popular Subaru.
Is that the bum? The Outback?
The
Yeah.
Subarus are like the coolest cars in the world, but I would never get one. I swear to God, I actually wanted to have a shirt that said, "It's always it's always an asshole in the Subaru. Because I don't care where you go, if it's in the left lane going slow with its blinker on, turning in the opposite direction of the blinker with the coexist and all the bumpers, stickers of, yeah, it's always a Subaru.
Well, I agree.
Every time.
There's
It's a
three
Subaru.
models of cars that pretty much usually kind of have, like you have your Subarus, you have your Volvos, you have your Volkswagens.
Yes.
I mean,
And
the
you have a
Volvos, a
specific demographic.
certain person will always buys those vehicles. You get a Rogue every once in a while.
Yeah.
Lesbians.
I love lesbians.
Tree huggers.
Well, lesbians can cross over into all of those. Each one.
So we went to the park while we were selling the house. This one
Yeah,
was,
'cause we
this was
had to get
around
out of the
this
house.
park. But no, we got out. We had to take the dogs, and we had to get out of the house while they were showing the house. The realtor needed us out to kill 30 minutes or whatever. We went down to the park. I swear to God, there was this woman. Now, I'm not being critical of the first part of the story. She's leaning with her hand pressed up against a tree with her head bowed, and she's talking to the tree. She's communicating with the tree. Okay, if that's your thing, who the hell hell am I to judge, right? But now here's where it gets really annoying. She had a very long conversation with the tree, and then she got back on the trail, and we're walking past her, and he just, very nice and
Yeah, just say, hi, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing? She wouldn't even acknowledge his existence.
No. He literally turned away from
She
me.
turned away like she was offended. Like, how
Yeah.
dare you
You're a
talk to me?
man.
I'm a man and a human being.
Oh, yeah.
She might have thought you were a bum.
So he went over. And,
Maybe.
so he went over and pissed on the tree.
Then she did she get in her Subaru and drive
Well, I did more than that to the tree. It had a pretty sexy knothole in it.
Yeah. So Colorado does have its fair share of very interesting folks, and I'm sure we fall into that category, but we're not those people. I don't know how other ways.
No, we're the people they have nightmares of.
Yeah. Yeah, we're everything that Colorado doesn't like. That would be pretty much sum up with our existence there. But,
You know what, guys? I absolutely love this podcast, and the fact that you guys came out here, and it coincidentally on my birthday,
Yes.
brought me to Frankenstein.
Happy birthday.
I finally get to meet both of you guys. I really wish we could do this forever, but you guys need to get on the road, and
Yes, you do.
I don't want to be guilty for screwing up your trip. 'Cause you told,
No.
Max, you told me you had to be there for a certain hour to get it.
I think I can get into the room anytime. They were saying that when I called them just to make sure
Okay.
everything's good. I just have to push in a number in. They send me an email. I have no idea. And we
Okay.
got friends right down the road, so in a pinch we can always stay there. But no, we're good. We're
Well,
good.
hell, you can sleep here if you want to.
Yeah, I know. I wish
By
we
the
would've
look at
done
your
that.
patrons that are coming in, I might just stick around a
Yeah, I was
while.
gonna say, huh?
You guys are welcome to hang out. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not driving you away if you want to hang out.
Ooh. Yeah, get some more interest going on. We might have to.
Yeah.
Nobody wants us. You know,
I know,
Fart
it's it.
and swear and talk about farts in our 50s.
Yeah, but you're foreigners.
Don't
around
even like
here.
people.
That's true.
You know, you're mystery men here.
Yeah.
You're the unknown.
Foreigners.
Foreigners.
Well, I said that purposely.
Yeah. Back in Jersey, they call people
Illegals,
from Philly illegals. There you go. They call people that come out of Philly and New York down to the beach. They call them shoobies. That's the people who don't live there. If you don't live there, you're a shoobie, pretty much.
Is that like the Indian tribe you were telling me about?
No, not the Fagaris.
Yeah, they make shoes.
Yeah, no, they used to. It was like in the 1800s or something like that. Cape May and Atlantic City were like the only resort towns. People would get on a train from the big cities to get to the cool ocean side or whatever, but they would bring their lunch in a shoebox. I guess shoeboxes were very well built back then. So,
Yeah, they were.
yeah. So
I remember.
I don't know where the bees come from, but the shoebies was the nickname, and it's stuck for 100 years and more. So we're going to be shoebies actually when we go back, because we used to live there, then we left, and now
So where are you? Philly or Jersey? Where is
Oh, I can't do Jersey's ridiculous for
Okay,
taxes
well.
and stuff like that. I'd love to, but no, we're going to go Pennsylvania, kind of around Trevose, north of Philadelphia area.
Okay.
So nice area. I like it up there. But,
Yeah, well,
I'm hoping to join a gang. you
Yeah.
know. I can't make up my mind, Bloods or Crips, you know.
I'm gonna join the pagans.
Hey, you gonna go motorcycle?
Yeah, I'm gonna go motorcycle.
I thought he would go the Hebes.
Yo, good start.
Start your own club, yeah.
A little, real cool Star of David on the back of my jacket. Write my rocker all in Hebrew script.
Yeah, I think
That's not a
you're
bad
onto
idea.
something there. The Hebes.
Oh yeah, that's it. Instead of in charge of the motorcycle club, being the leader, I'd be the rabbi.
Yeah.
Instead of moving drugs, you can loan shark.
Oh, that's
There you
even
go.
better. I could definitely do that.
I wouldn't be allowed to. I wouldn't be allowed to join.
No, he's
You
German.
can be muscle though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, even that, I don't know. They'd be a little freaky because
Yeah.
he's German. He's not from Germany.
Well, there were German Jews.
No, yeah, there are plenty of them.
Well, Einstein.
Well, I said there were at one time.
Were.
You know what? He hates this one, telling this story about his grandfather during the war. But I think he should be proud, to be honest with you. That's just me. But his grandfather, during World War II, was responsible for, in one single day, the downing of, 88, I always get Junkers 88 mixed up. It's like 88 or 89 German aircraft. His grandfather was responsible for the downing of 89 or whatever it is German aircraft. I think you should be proud of that.
How did that happen?
He was the worst mechanic the Luftwaffe ever had.
Speaking of Luftwaffe, how were those waffle fries?
Oh, tastes just like any other fry, but they're waffle cut.
I
so
got you. Yeah.
You should make them blue and
that
have
makes
blue
it even
waffle.
better. Oh my god, that's a brilliant idea. Blue waffle fries.
Chicken and waffle
Do
fries.
you serve breakfast? Do you ever do breakfast?
No, we don't.
Oh, that would be the perfect addition. Blue
Yeah, I make blue waffles.
Yeah. I would go around bragging about. Oh, you mean the blue waffles that we ate? Wouldn't brag about that too either.
No, I didn't eat any of them.
Yeah, I don't think I ate much of them either, just because they're blue waffles. Oh.
Well, we should get out of your hair so you can enjoy your birthday.
Yeah, we're taking up your birthday.
There's
time.
my nephew over there screaming at me. My name. See
was it? Okay.
See the little fellow with the blonde hair that you guys are envious of?
Oh yeah. Wow.
That's my little Ricky.
Little rocker.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, well,
Okay.
thanks for the steak, man. I cannot thank you
Yeah.
enough. And
thanks for-
a
thanks
very
for-
much serious plug. I'm not shitting you. Best steak ever. And I don't know if it just tastes better because this guy made it, and because we haven't seen each other or met each other before, and celebrating his birthday. I don't know. Everything came together. It was a perfect storm and
This
a
was
perfect
the perfect
steak.
storm.
So good stuff if you're out there and you're near. Where are we?
Connellsville, Pennsylvania.
Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Drag your dumb ass over here to Hutch's and have a steak.
Well, I'm
It's
gonna
not gonna
upload-
be free, but you pay whatever you are told to pay.
I'm
It's
gonna
that good.
upload this up to YouTube, and then I'll share it to some of your pages, Max.
Oh, please do! Oh my
And-
God.
Because this gives a nice little bio of your history with liver and your friendship
Yeah,
with
the whole
Claudio. And
story.
this
Oh,
is
we're
kind
not
of
friends.
No, not even business partners. We just hate each other.
antagonist.
When have you ever heard about a Jew and a German getting along?
Yeah, no. We're both.
We
I
hate
don't want
each
to get into
other.
my
Yeah, it's
family
funny.
history.
Even your cousin asked if we were gay. Everybody just assumes
Yeah.
that we're gay.
I'm telling you, it's because of the fiat.
It probably is
The
the
fiat.
fiat. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, if there was ever two people like physically repulsed by the other person, it's me and him.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. I mean, we thought about maybe getting married when we were in Colorado, because then you get all the benefits and
Right.
everything. But we repulse each other. We couldn't even do it to scam. So yeah. We are not gay. We
Get married just to have a divorce.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I probably find you guys equally repulsive,
Uh-huh.
at least
you.
from a physical aspect.
Thank you.
That's
No.
great. No,
Yes, I
that's
appreciate that.
it's really great.
Yes. Yes.
Truly, this has been a great visit. Man, you
Oh,
put me,
it's
you
been-
put me in it. You made my day. This made my day.
very
Whenever I
happy about that.
talked to you this morning, Max, and you said, "Well, you didn't think you'd be able to make it," and I was, I mean, I understood how the
first, you know,
itinerary changes and
yeah,
everything.
but it was just, you know what, we come this far and it's been this much time, and it's your birthday, and
And it wasn't that far.
it wasn't that far. I mean,
This was an odyssey for you guys.
This is a much better
Across
choice than
country.
just hitting a friggin' road and just, you know, mind-numbingly driving, listening to Howard Stern across the country.
Well, it
You
slowed
know?
you down half a day.
Yeah, that's fine. We still got a place to go, and I still got more of an adventure trying to find a place. If anybody's out there in Pennsylvania with a home to rent, please come. Well, I almost say Pennsylvania, it's a big state. Anywhere near Philadelphia that has a home to rent, leave a message down there or something, because we still haven't found it. Well, we found one thing, but I don't know.
Well, most of my listening audience aren't affiliated with anybody in Philadelphia, which, by the way,
Yes.
you know, we're going to be doing football here in Hutchinson, and if the Phillies, the Eagles play the Steelers,
Ooh.
we need to do a remote podcast
Oh, I think we definitely
that day.
I think they do. I was looking at the schedule.
I think they do.
I think they
Yeah.
do.
I'm sure they do. And
They're playing some weird teams this
hardcore.
year.
So
Yeah, because I'm going to do a podcast from here every Sunday anyway.
That's
by,
brilliant.
you know, in the corner, and I'm just going to talk about what's happening and whatever.
if we
shoot
ever
the
get some
breeze.
time, we've been shooting this idea for how long now? These podcasts that we want to do.
Oh, yeah,
Ideas
yeah.
for podcasts. You know, doing little bits and then, you know, recording them and then playing them in the podcast. If we ever actually get some time and some stability, it's just been so hectic these last couple of months, we're definitely going to do one. That's for sure. So, you know, we'll include you in on that as well.
Yeah, this-
You know, that's just how we roll.
We'll start our own network.
I'm fine with that. I think that's what we need to do. Everything
Yeah.
else sucks.
That's right.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Well, cool. I hope people that tune in enjoy it, and that's the least I could do is hang out with you for a little bit and
Yeah, it was
can't
great
really
to
say
meet you.
Catching up because you know this is it. This is where it starts. Now we catch up from here on out.
Well, we had a little, we had a history there.
All right, how cool is this? Our friend Albie made us some steaks, and he's playing some liver for us. I mean, you can't get anything better than that. This is his place. There, Claudio. He actually looks happy.
Don't tempt me, I just might kick you in the balls. My hatred, my vengeance is fueled by alcohol. Go home and